Hello everyone, Pally Time here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. We're going to try some new stuff today. We are going to be playing as Nova. This is her third skin tint, supposed to make her look like Sarah Kerrigan. I'll let you all be the judge of that. But we're also we're going to try this out. My face on the screen. Now okay, there's several things going on right now. People who have never seen me before are going, "Oh my god, this is what Pally Time looks like." Like I thought he'd be skinny. And my response to that is, why aren't you watching DG and Squadron or coming to the 3 live streams I do a week? Because you would know exactly what I look like. And secondly, you might think that having my face on screen is a little bit jarring, and I absolutely agree that it is, but Hengist had a good idea, and I'm gonna steal it. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have landed on the Sky Temple. At level 1, we are going to be picking up increased snipe damage while cloaked. Now, if you want a nice, strong, reliable build for Nova, I would highly recommend that you go with the decoy build that I've shown plenty of times before. By the end of the game, you're dropping 4 decoys, and basically, it's a lot safer. You can deal damage with more than one ability, which I also think is important, but in today's video, we're going for a complete disregard of safety. We are going to try to deal as much burst damage as possible to a single target and then get out of the fight before it gets too bad. And to help us do that, we are going to be picking up Ambush. My Q ability is Snipe. It's a straight line skill shot. Does a pretty good amount of damage, and it is going to stop once it hits that initial target, so it does not travel through. W ability is Pinning Shot. It's going to hit a target, slow him down, deal a little bit of damage, but it's mostly there for the utility and the slow. They have me soloing mid, which is never a good idea to have a Nova soloing, but you know what? We're queuing up at 3 in the afternoon on a Thursday. On a Thursday. So, you know, matchmaking is matchmaking. It always will be. And then my E ability is Hollow Decoy. It'll drop a copy of me. This copy does not deal any damage, but you can make people waste abilities on it, like Jaina. And then my trait simply allows me to go into stealth all the time, and it's pretty good. The snipe going out is going to deal a ton of damage to Jaina. We are going to slow her down with the pinning shot, and ETC is going to body block her until the end of time. She is, however, going to get away, but we're going to fall back, re-engage with another snipe on Jaina, which is going to miss. Oh, and we didn't even get the kill there. The frame rate drop means one thing and one thing only. It means that the temples are going to be active. We'll go back to the Sippy Cup. It looks like the team is starting to group around middle. Now, a lot of our damage burst is going to start to happen at level 7. So if you're not impressed by this so far, I wouldn't be either. Don't worry. All right, we definitely need to focus Jaina here. She's crazy out of position. The snipe lands into an auto attack, and she is taken down. I'm going to go ahead and hit Illidan over here with the pinning shot to try to help out our ETC. But basically, in between every engagement, I have to dip back into stealth if I want to be doing max damage. Good job from Illidan there, expecting that snipe to happen and then getting out of the way. So we should be okay. I can decoy tank this, but we do have an ETC here, so it's not like he really needs it at all. And it looks like the enemy team is holding down top with a Tychus and an Anubarak. So let's go up there and see if we can do any damage. At this level range, we are going to be picking up Gathering Power. Gathering Power is going to increase the ability power of all of our abilities. So it's not just Envenom that increases one thing. It's going to be helping everything. I felt really good about this engagement until I realized the entirety of the enemy team relocated up here. So, let's just go stand with ETC until he decides to move. Is this Illidan? Yeah, we cannot engage on Illidan. The main thing about Nova is her escapes suck, which is why the decoy build is so good. Snipe going out, pinning shot going out on Anubarak, and we are going to take him down. So in a situation like this, I mean, I have nothing to get away from Illidan. We are going to try to go back into stealth and then re-engage here. Tychus really, really low on health at the top of the screen. We may be able to take him out. The snipe lands, but not quite enough damage, and now I need to run back into my team and hope that they save me, which they are not at all. The pinning shot did go out on Illidan. That is going to secure the kill, hopefully. Yes, it does. But you could see Illidan's such a hard counter to Nova. If he does find Nova, he kills Nova. There's nothing I can do to get away. He's always going to be jumping in front of me, landing those body blocks. It's crazy hard to deal with. I'm really counting on my team to keep me alive in those situations. Which, again, since we're going for a huge damage burst build where we pop out of nowhere and surprise someone with, you know, 3,000-ish damage, that's good versus Illidan. If you can catch him without evasion, he dies. Just go ahead and land that. He'll be hurting as he goes back into lane. Anubarak is engaging on our Rhaegar up top here. The pinning shot is going to keep him in tower range a little bit longer. I do not have the snipe, but Tyrael's going to re-engage, and we're just going to auto-attack. And we can just auto-attack down this Anubarak here. So, anti-armor shells is going to be our next ability. Attack slower, but hit harder. So we're going to be doing 250% more damage on our auto-attacks. But, of course, we can't auto-attack as often. We are not getting any XP in the middle lane. Nova needs to be a character that's roaming. I just did a video on Zeratul. The playstyles are very, very similar. Nova always has to be roaming in between lanes to get the full effectiveness out of her character. She doesn't have sustain, she does not have survivability, so keeping her in a lane, expecting her to get that lane XP is usually not a very good idea. I'll go ahead and ping that I'm here to help with Illidan, and we will deal a ton of damage to him and just completely melt him. Good job by the ETC there, keeping his attention. Tyrael up at the top of the map is being chased by several people. I'm not going to be able to save him. But if he does get a good explosion, which, I mean, that one was okay. I thought maybe I could have done something. ETC engaging, so we can go ahead and just kill Anubarak with our damage burst. And now the pinning shot on Tychus is going to keep him slowed, so ETC can do a little bit more sustained damage. We have re-entered stealth, which means my snipe is going to be dealing more damage. Hopefully Tychus stays. Yes, he does. But I'm way out of position now, so hopefully someone falls for this decoy. Oh my god, they fell for the decoy! Beautiful. Okay. We'll just sneak in here and we'll be totally fine. Don't even worry about it. Ain't no thing. Alright, Illidan re-engaging. The snipe going out on him is going to miss, and he does pop evasion to dodge my auto attack. So, don't freak out. We could just dip back into stealth, relocate in this fight, and hopefully get that damage out later. Tyrael looking like he wanted to go for that, but decided not to. So let's assume that Jaina is recalling right here. Ah, I really believed in that. I really believed in that. The team did manage to get all of these shots out of the bottom temple. So now we can either engage here, which I hope we do. The enemy Anubarak really, really eager to jump in. The pinning shot going out on Tychus, once again, is going to keep him slowed. ETC with the stage dive is going to cut off his escape, and we're going to win that fight pretty whole-handedly. Jaina's up at the top of the map. Let's go have some fun with her, shall we? I think I'll be able to burst her down, no problem. Hopefully Illidan does not see me coming through. If you see the glowing on Illidan right now, that's because he has the immolation talent. So I can't even get anywhere near Illidan is basically what I'm saying. Alright, so where did she go? Where you at, buddy? Alright. The snipe is not going to deal full damage, but this will. And we do manage to assassinate the enemy Jaina. If I could pick one word to really encompass all of Nova, it really would have to be assassin, a tactical killer. I'm not even sure what brought me out of stealth there, but we're just going to sit back and re-enter. Illidan now is going to take the full force of that snipe into a really slow auto attack. Was enough to take him down. And did we get the Tychus as well? No, Tychus is retreating, so we can try to cut off that escape. We can assume he only took a few steps. Oh, shit. Alright, well, I messed up. Misclick on Jaina brought me out of stealth. That sucks. I definitely had that kill. I mean, there's nothing to stop me, but that, again, goes to show. I was taking the fort as well, I think. Goes to show you cannot overextend on Nova if you do not have confidence in your damage. I definitely could not have killed two people there. I am meant to single out one target and take them down. Alright, so the laser coming out from Tychus is going to push our friendly team back. We have a really, really tanky front line with ETC. Oh, is this a global range? This is a global range, so I could still land this, right? Let's just nonchalantly walk up here. I don't feel any need to use that cooldown just yet. Let's see what they want to do. Looks like they are going for the temple mostly. So let's relocate down to middle temple, which did spawn not too long ago. And we can see what we can see. So Illidan's here. We know Zagara's here, and Anubarak was just running by. Did Illidan leave? Oh, Illidan did not leave. Maybe we can kill Zagara, really. Nope, can't kill Zagara. Not with a Nubrak right next to her. So I guess I'm not doing anything. We'll just stand around. Tyke's potentially out of position here. Definitely out of position here. Here we go. Here we go. The snipe's out. I missed the snipe because I'm good at this game. But we should be able to lock him down here. No problem. Unfortunately, the enemy team now pushing in is going to force me back yet again. Rhaegar is going to be able to save himself with that Ancestral Healing. I'm waiting for the evasion to end before I try to deal damage to this Illidan. That went okay. Not great. Alright, well, a decent precision strike could be happening here soon. Hopefully, Tyrael can engage with a Judgment. That would really set me up nice. I'm just going to do it right here. Why not? We are going to take down the enemy Tychus with that damage burst. Illidan now in a bad spot. We're going to hit him with the pinning shot. That is going to slow him down as well. All right, looking good, looking good. We didn't get all of that temple, but we got the majority of that temple. And now, what I think is actually going to be a phenomenal talent for us, because remember, we're not dealing sustained damage in these fights. We're jumping in, jumping out. Better movement speed and health regen while cloaked is going to allow me to step out of these fights, relocate, and then deal damage to a single target again. And I should be like, it should be really good. I don't know how good the health regen is on it, but I know 25% movement speed is like almost mount speed. The mount speed is 40%, so not that far off at all. We are really quick. Like, look, this is fast. This is like legit fast. ETC jumping in on the enemy Anubrak. He is going to try to be taking over that mercenary camp, but we did not quite get it. I could potentially land a good precision strike right here. That is going to hit no one, but it is going to force them out of position. The decoy going down. I'm not going to be able to do anything here. My escape was cut off by the Tychus, and I didn't have anywhere to go. They have a ton of damage on their team, so if I'm caught out at all, we are going to die. Looks like ETC may actually make it out of here, but Illidan going in with that Metamorphosis is going to give him chase. Oh, Tyrael with some excellent body blocks and some phenomenal healing from Rhaegar is going to keep ETC alive, but I'm wondering if Tyrael may have just sacrificed himself. No! Tychus coming in is actually going to be able to power through Illidan and take him down. Fantastic, and their name is Kitty Bandit, which just makes everything better. It just makes everything better. Tyrael going in with the Judgment is going to lock down the enemy Tychus, and now Anubrak is on the back foot. He is going to be taken down as well. Jaina now retreating to the middle of the map, but Juke City is not a real place, and she cannot take you there, and she is going to fall. All right, we have 13 kills, 3 deaths, and 13,000 damage done. I'm not too surprised that our damage isn't higher. Remember, I'm not trying to deal sustained damage. I'm trying to murder people. I'm trying to get in, kill them, get out. At this level range, we are going to be picking up Pinning Shot increases all damage done to a target, which is actually good for PvE type. Oh wow, words. Which is actually good for PvE type engagements as well, because I can walk up to this guy, and every time I Pinning Shot him, the entire team is going to be dealing more damage to the boss. So it kind of helps objectives go by a little bit quicker, but it's also great for our strategy of assassinating targets. So essentially, the combo is you come out of stealth, hit him with the Pinning Shot, and then immediately snipe. And that snipe is still going to be doing increased damage if you did it fast enough. And I cannot really engage on this team here, but I can probably do this. I hit Zagara, I think, maybe. I hit something. Something did damage. Alright, we're just going to re-enter stealth, and we're going to make sure they don't come back into this. Now, the enemy team is doing a really good job of staying together, which is why I don't think this build will be very good at all in an organized setting. But hey, let's see what we can do right here. Pinning Shot into a snipe, into an auto attack, and you can just see that ridiculous damage. But I'm going to die. I mean, yep, I'm dead. Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that at all. That was like one of the worst plays I've ever done in my entire life. That's fine. I'm not even worried about it. The team is so far ahead, and it actually does look like the enemy team is going to get off the final 8 shots or so of this, which I don't think is enough to kill this fort. I think this fort's going to be fine. We did get the boss already. It looks like Tychus is going to try to melt down the enemy Illidan yet again. I'm going to be up in 20 seconds, and right when I spawn, my ultimate is going to be ready, so potentially I could be helping out in this. Where's my team? I'm dead. Smiley face. Because I overextended into 5 of them. Oh, let's start pointing fingers because of positioning and engaging. Yeah, yeah. Well, if that's the case, then where was the team when I died 4 people? I want to know. Well, 5 people, I guess. A new rack pushing middle. We could just poke at him. We're not going to kill him. But hey, we can push him out of here. We did half of his health in 2 seconds, so I would say that's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. So again, this build is focused on the snipe. The decoy build can do a lot of burst damage too. And then after you're done dealing the burst damage with the decoy build, you have either 2 or 4 decoys sitting around trying to confuse the enemy team. Do not underestimate how confusing decoys can be if they're placed correctly. They are crazy confusing. The enemy team does get the top bruisers. Looks like they are clumping back up. They are doing a great job of just staying together, which is making my job really, really difficult. The friendly team is starting to move in to help with this engagement. The middle and top temples are becoming active. The Odin coming out from our Tychus. And let's pinning shot right here. We hit absolutely nothing. Illidan was underground for the metamorphosis, and now once again I'm going to be forced out of this fight, but it does look like I'm going to survive, so we can use our increased movement speed and health regen to relocate to this side of the fight, and we may be able to cut off some escapes here. Tychus is going to dodge the snipe, and I'm going to try to relocate here as a new Barak is chasing me. Juke City's a real place, and I can take you there. All right, re-engaging on a new Barak. Oh, dodge the Banelings. Here we go, chasing a new Barak. Remember, we're faster than him because of that talent, and we are going to take him down as well. I believe Zagara died from Tyrael? Maybe? Yeah, yes, no. No, Zagara did not die. I have seriously no idea where she went. And of course, our Tychus in pug fashion. I can't believe you didn't ult me. I'm the most important thing. Isn't like saying someone's selfish for not ulting you a pretty selfish thing to say? I'm just saying. So if she wants to take this, I guess she can. I can't really stop her. We can try to do some stuff like this and then run away. And then re-engage from the other side. I mean, we could probably auto-attack again right now. And remember, we are faster than her, as long as we can catch up to her. There we go. We took her down. Now we'll drop a decoy right here. Hopefully Tychus falls for it. He kind of did. At least discouraged him not to chase me further. At this level range, we are going to go with a second precision strike just because they've been so good. So, no, rewind would honestly be better. Let's go with rewind. All right, I'm going to be engaging on Tychus when I get in position to do so. Precision strike out. Is going to deal a lot of damage, but it's not going to kill him. The decoy hopefully is enough. No, it's not. Please help me. Please help me. I'm so fast, though. Oh, man, we're just avoiding everything with this speed. Okay, I thought this talent was going to be a little gimmicky. It turns out like this is the best talent I've picked so far. And we're going to deal that increased damage to a new Barak as he's scooting by. And then we can intercept him again. We could have rewound there and potentially killed him, but because my mana was so low, I didn't want to risk looking silly. Because I haven't done that enough already. All right. How's top going? Tychus really low on health. We'll just auto-attack him for the kill. A new Barak now re-engaging. I'm going to wait to go back into stealth, see if I can help with Illidan over here. The snipe does land for 992 damage, and we are going to be able to take him down. Now a new Barak in a bad position. We're going to wait for snipe. The pinning shot out, and that is going to be enough to kill him. Fantastic. I cannot believe how good our repositioning is with this talent. This is like... I've never thought of using this before today, and it's like my favorite thing we've done all game. All right, the pinning shot into a snipe, into an auto attack is almost enough to completely kill Jaina. Okay, I was going to throw that out for the escape, but we didn't need it. Now re-engaging on Zagara. I've entered stealth. I'm faster than Zagara. We can chase her down to the ends of the earth. She sees me, though. So here's a snipe, here's an auto attack, and then we'll just leave. We'll just pressure her out. We do not have enough damage to kill her there. Tychus is still complaining about things. I hope you don't mind, 30,000 people seeing you complain about things. And now it's getting real toxic. This is great, guys. Hold on. Great, guys. I love you both. I hope you don't mind people on YouTube seeing you both act like children. Love, pallet time. Because I'm posting this video. I'm so far behind on my production. Oh, man. All right. Well, what to do now? What to do? Let's try and... Well, Illidan is engaging here. We can pinning shot into the snipe into an auto attack. His evasion does dodge the auto attack, but... Oh, the judgment was perfect! Into a precision strike for 1,000 something damage. Here's a snipe. She stopped a second too soon, but the auto attack does end up killing her. All right, trying to stay safe here. The pinning shot is going to go out on Tychus. I do hit the snipe as well, and here's the auto attack, but he has a ton of health. So let's rewind into another snipe. I wasn't quite fast enough, and he is going to get away with a minuscule amount of health. Unfortunately, this laser is also going to kill ETC. The level 20 laser has a ton of range. I mean, it can just chase people down until the end of the earth, basically. Unfortunately, we did die at an unopportune time. The enemy team is going to get our keeps here with these temples, especially if they split up like they're doing right now. If he goes top, what is he doing? You should recall. You should definitely recall. No, he's walking right up in there. Well, if I was alive, I could have precision strike this. I don't have a lot of practice with this build, if you can't tell. And I'm out of practice with Nova, so doing things like rewinding into my full combo, I suck at it. I suck real bad at it. So I definitely could have picked up the kill on that Tychus, and honestly, that would have saved probably half of our buildings if I did. So this fallout is a repercussion of me not being good at Nova. But this is still fun. I'm still really enjoying this. Just being able to chase people down is so good. Alright, so let's do this. That did nothing. Alright. That did nothing. Let's try to go top with the team. The Rhaegar looks like he wants to take a mercenary camp. We lost all of our structures from that temple run. God. This isn't good. And chat's getting real weird, man. Chat's getting real weird right now. Alright, well. This mercenary camp. He left the mercenary camp? Why'd you? Okay. They're probably going for boss right now, aren't they? We need to get down there. Oh, no. Oh, no, they are. I just saw a spell effect. Could I kill anybody? Could I kill anybody? Okay, here we go. On Zagara. Full burst damage. We did a ton. Okay. Illidan wants to kill me real bad. He's leaving. Oh, we're gonna steal the boss! Holy crap! We do actually manage to get that boss steal. Okay, pinning shot into a snipe is gonna deal some damage to Illidan. We're gonna no. I have my finger on the button. Let's just do this and that'll stop him. You don't have to land the precision strike for it to be a good precision strike. Alright, well, I just rewound because I was holding down one, and I'm not going to do that for the rest of the game, that's for sure. And let's try to get this keep. We are pushing with the boss. Tychus dealing some siege damage, Rhaegar doing some siege damage. And now we are looking like we can win this game as 4 members of the enemy team are dead. The precision strike also works on structures, or excuse me, the pinning strike also works on structures. So if you want to do extra damage with your team on structures, on bosses, on enemies, that extra damage on your W is really, really good. I mean, double that up with the Tyrande, another 25% on top of that. Double that up with the Jaina, that's 75% damage to a single target if you all land your abilities at the right time. Even if you don't, like, that's still a ton of damage you could throw out. So I don't know if it's the most... viable build out there, but it certainly is a lot of fun. You don't have any survivability, though. You're really, really... banking on your team being there for you, and your positioning has to be perfect. But chasing people down, man, I did not expect advanced cloaking to be as fun as it was. I really enjoyed that a lot. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to try to get this out as soon as possible. It's going to be a little late, though, because it's already 3:30. Usually these videos go up at 3. But we're trying out new editing methods, and last week was a bit of a fucking doozy, so I'm a little bit behind. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Mark my words.